Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Veiler. In this walking tour video, we tackle Belleville Park, not just the green area that Claude is standing in front of, but actually the neighborhood of Belleville Park, which contains a lot more than just this green space in front of Claude. Reading from the wiki, at the heart of Staunton Island is Belleville Park, which is like Central Park, located on the main boulevard across from the courthouse. And also, Belleville Park, the neighborhood, is home to some of Liberty City's most luxurious and expensive hotels, lying between this park, the green space, and the river to the west of Staunton Island. The turf is controlled by Yakuza, but was formerly controlled by the Forelli crime family, formerly meaning in Liberty City stories. Also in Belleville Park, obviously we have our safe house on this island of Staunton, and we will walk around and explore. So first, let's head to one of the corners of the neighborhood of Belleville Park. So it's right back this way. It's roughly here-ish. If we go too far this way, we get to Newport. Let's see if we can get to Belleville Park here. And if we go too far south, we're in Bedford. Yeah, okay. So roughly here. And then it's going to be everything going in that direction, all the way to the water, a straight line to the west, and then a straight line to the north here, but it ends at some point. And it's going to be kind of awkward to keep track of like what's in Belleville and what's in Newport to the east of Belleville, because it's a straight north-south border that I'm looking at, but there's like the parallelogram road where the roads are all pointed at different angles and not going north-south or east-west. So let's just dive right in, shall we? I'm not going to give you the tour all the way around. I'll just show you the northern border when we get there. We already looked at, there really wasn't much to see over here in this direction. We did skip something over here, so let's take a quick peek at that. This garage is important. No, that's Newport. Come on. Come on. Who are we trying to fool here? This is the Belleville walking tour. Okay, so we already talked about the courthouse thingy right there. I actually think I saw this called Town Hall on another wiki page, so I don't know. We'll call it the courthouse and hope it sticks. Okay, so we got some billboards here on the far west. The Super Save, which only exists in Portland. Keep it fresh. I guess that's part of the Super Save. Lots of goodies there. And then see you in Miami. We saw this sign before. Clearly a reference to Vice City. But what's interesting, and I saw this in the wiki, is that in the GTA universe, like Vice City exists as a location, and Miami also exists as a location. So kind of interesting, I guess. Okay, so up here we've got some American flags, and again the stars and stripes all look good to me. It's so often that I see these American flags butchered all over the place. Okay, so then we got this red, white, green. Okay, so the way that it's hanging right now, where it's gonna, like if you imagine taking that flagpole and holding it straight up and down, then those three stripes are not vertical. Those are horizontal stripes. And there is a country whose flag is three horizontal stripes, red, white, and green, and that country is Hungary. I'm assuming that GTA is not referencing Hungary with these flags. I think they're referencing Italy, which is the same three colors but vertical. On the left, green, and then in the middle, white, and then on the far right, red, which is what this flag looks like. But the way that it's hanging, it is definitely the flag of Hungary. And we got more. I mean, like in Italy is like represented with the mafia over on Portland. Why is this flag chopped up, or is it like folded or blown over or whatever? Okay, so more American flags down there. We'll just take a quick peek over here. So this is the kind of underneath Major Highway, and lots of good views over there. There's a hidden package way off in the distance up here. And a little bit north of us is the fire station, which I think is in this. Actually, I don't think that's in this town. So let's see how far we can go before we get to this hidden package. It's back here somewhere, no? There it is. Okay, so let's head back and make our way back to that main north-south road that we were on. I like to think of this area of Belleville as being like the UN, the building in Manhattan along the East River, the FDR Drive. Okay, let's take a look at this flag here. All right, so again, so looking at this flag, yeah, if you imagine holding this flag by the flagpole with the flagpole up and down, then those three stripes are vertical, and red, white, and blue in that order is the flag of France. So I think that's correct. I think they meant France here, and I think they meant Italy and not Hungary over there. Okay, but let's wrap up this block here. So we got more. All right, so this is interesting because this is no longer a thing. Yeah, like these flags are different. See this flag right here? If you imagine holding it so that the flagpole is vertical, then the top stripe is red, right? Red on top, and then white, and then green on the bottom. but GTA reversed it over here. If you hold it so that the flagpole is vertical, then the top stripe is green, and the middle stripe is white, and the bottom stripe is red, which is not the flag of any of the UN nations. Okay, I will send a complaint to Rockstar. All right, so this is the back of what I think is the UN. That's how I treat it anyway. Let's get rid of the fog here. So much better. Okay, and some more big billboards here. The two radio stations, we've seen those before. And we'll keep on trucking here. Maybe this is like the entrance to the UN, I guess. Still got more flags here, flags of France and the US. Okay, so then we got this heart underneath here, overlooking Central Park there. Is this that orbit thing? I'm not sure exactly what that is. Okay, continuing right along. This is just another way to get down to that lower highway area. Okay, and we're actually not too far from the northernmost part of Belleville Park. Okay, so the backs of the buildings, nothing too interesting over there, and then we can see the beginning of the bridge here over to Shoreside. You're now leaving Staunton Island, this exit to Shoreside Vale mainland. Drive carefully on the bridge. Exit 18. Yep. Okay, and then signs on this side. Fort Staunton, Rockford, Patria to the left. Enjoy your visit. Welcome to Staunton Island. What is this left turn pointing to? Like, there's no turn here, and the next left turn is pretty far down. Seems kind of odd. Exit 23. Okay, and currently closed to traffic in this very early save file that I'm doing this off of. All right, so I think that the northern edge is actually it continues further. All right, let's not get distracted. It's big area-wise, but honestly, I don't think there'll be that many things for us to read from the wiki about what's in Belleville Park. Okay, so I think we're good here. Let's see. So just some more green space here. There's a heart pickup right over here. I find that useful sometimes. Okay, and all right, so I'm going to cut off this direction. So there's still more Belleville behind me to the north, and we'll come back. We'll tackle that side of Belleville later in this video, but let's circle back around to the right. And we will enter Central Park, also called Belleville Park, which is kind of confusing because Belleville Park is both the name of this park and the name of the neighborhood, the district. Okay, there is a building right here, and there's actually a little bit of a secret I discovered. There's something inside of this building, yeah, right here. And I don't know whether it's in a coming video or in a past video, but you're gonna have to wait until that video if it hasn't come out yet. But something dark and devious inside of that building. Okay, this, what's this vehicle called? The Landstalker, that's what it's called. This is the way to start one of the off-road missions, the one right here in the park, walk in the park it's called. Yep, that might be a good way to do an early money grind. So surprisingly, you get 30 grand and it only takes like a minute and a half or something. We got, count them, 1, 2, 3 basketball courts. There is a hidden package at the center of this one. I really analyzed the basketball courts over in Portland quite a bit, so I don't need to go in as much detail here. But what's interesting is that they've got this like, you know, like where you have the jump ball at center court, but it's weird because the circles they're never completed, right? Like the inner circle is just a smaller version of the outer circle, and they both cut off at like the same spots, the same angle, and it's also not centered on this half court line. Okay, and then this circular thing is going the wrong way in terms of like bracketing the free throw area. My goodness. Okay, so over here. I thought that the rim didn't exist. Couldn't see it. All right, so we got this basketball court right here. Good. And then a third one right over here. I've literally never been on this basketball court. Ever. And it is really hard to see these rims. Okay, all good. No circles on the half court spot. Oh, there is. And it's wrong. So I mean, it's just off center and not complete. And over here, yeah, why did they choose this color? I can barely see it. Okay, moving right along. We've got this pond here. So obviously this is a nod to Central Park in Manhattan, New York City. But Central Park is massively bigger than this, obviously. But Central Park does have some of the same features, or this has some of the same features as Central Park. Central Park has a big reservoir in the middle, like massive, like acres long. People go boating in it. And this one has a little teeny tiny pond. There is a mission where there's a couple of bad guys up standing on top of this thing. You have to shoot them. It's called Under Surveillance. And let's keep on trucking all around this park. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Just breathe in the fresh air, even though we're in the heart of the city. It's just so relaxing. You can just unwind and really just let go, let go of everything. Breathe in, breathe out. Gasoline and Sumo, the industry heavyweight. What was this? Liberty Communication, Liberty City. Okay. All right, moving right along up here, we've got an obelisk. Behind it is a weapon, so I can't really see high enough, so let's look up like that. Right, so an obelisk right up there, and there is an obelisk in something, Central Park, real Central Park, but the wiki says that it shares the same form as this obelisk, but they don't look anything like carbon copies or whatever. Okay, let's keep going back and forth across this park. So right here is the men's room and women's room. And I only learned while I was making this video that you can actually walk in. Like this is where the Ray missions happen. I went the wrong way. Let's go this way and this way and then this way. There we go. So you can walk all around here and you can shoot. Yes, you can. I can't control like the camera at all. Yeah, but you can walk all around the bathroom, and this is where Ray will give you his missions, Ray Machowski. But yeah, it's open well before Ray exists. The women's room is locked. Okay, so this area of Central Park is important in a bunch of missions, all the Ray missions, as well as the mission that introduces you to Ray called Payday for Ray. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 missions associated with Ray in this area of the park. All right, good. Moving right along. More paths, another entrance or exit to the park. Hidden package underneath here. Very nice. Another entrance or exit over here. Okay, some billboards. We got to see the billboards, no? What do the billboards say? Oh, gasoline again, and then OK Clothing. All right, and on the walking paths, some more. We can just go across the bridge here just so that we can say we've done it. Actually, I've never done this before. Never been on this bridge. Been under it many times. Okay, continuing to head south in the park, there is a rampage straight up ahead in this corner right here. If you fail the rampage, this is the shotgun, I think 7 vehicles. If you fail this rampage, the secondary spot is in the opposite corner, the northeast corner of Central Park. Okay, and just about done. Another entrance exit there, another one over here, and then finally one to the south. There's also an espresso stand or stall in the mission Espresso to Go. It's located, where is it located? I think it's right around where I'm standing. And then also in Shima, there's a yardie, one of the 2 fixed yardies that spawns at the beginning of that mission is up. I think they're standing like right around here. So yeah, so Central Park featured in a lot of GTA 3 missions. Pretty cool. Okay, I guess I gotta cover this pickup right here. So there's the adrenaline pickup there. I'm not trying to like hit all the pickups. I've already made an entire video about the pickups, but just if I happen to see them. Okay, so I don't want to go too far east because then we get into Newport. So where is the dividing line? There it is. Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Let's procrastinate on that decision and stay on the west side of these buildings. Okay, so it looks like a bunch of apartment buildings here. Quite tall apartment buildings, and there's a crossover. I don't think I've ever used this crossover before. Okay, so we'll circle around this building and then call this one done. Yep, I'm content. We did a good job on that building. We gave it some attention. Look out. I think I'm just going to do the entire parallelogram and call it all part of... see, right now we're in Newport, but I'm just going to do the whole parallelogram in this video and call it all part of Belleville. Okay, so another big apartment building up there. Continuing to run around. Looks like, oh, what is this? Like a fancy architectural sculpture thing. Looks like 3 people. Maybe it's a 4 people thing. 5? Oh, I see 5 faces, actually. I don't know what that is. Pretty fancy. And we can head all the way up to the door. Okay, and I think that's about it for that block. Let's continue north. Now I got this yellowish building here on my right, and then what is this white stuff? Is that like an outdoor elevator? What is that? Don't know. Is it for like garbage? Okay, let's continue circling this building. We've got posters, billboards we've seen before, and then this is some kind of like it's called the mall, like it's one of the destinations of the taxi driver mission, side mission. Like one of the drop-offs is right here. I think it's called the mall. All right, some more billboards, and then a kind of a walking bridge going across, connecting these two yellowish buildings. Another ticker thing here. What about the Callahan Bridge? It's under repair. You know what's interesting? This must be a copy of the bridge of the ticker over at the entrance to the Portland Tunnel, right? Because like I'm here illegally. Like the Callahan Bridge is not repaired in this save file yet. So why would they be talking about that? Why would this ticker even work if you're not supposed to be in this island at all? Not sure. Okay, but looks like a stock ticker there. Lots of stock stuff. Okay, continuing along. I think that's the end of that block, that building. Let's keep going. We'll check out this side of the mall now. Some billboards. There's a pickup right here in the middle, heart right there. Okay, some more billboards. There's the Flash FM, big triple Flash FM sign up there at the top. Okay, a couple phones, another billboard. This is a cut through I've used a bunch. Okay, main entrance to what? I do not know. Another OK Clothing. And I think that's the end of that block. Again, we're in Newport technically, but we're just gonna be real friendly with each other and just call this whatchamacallit, Belleville. So I think that Belleville ends at that next left-right block, the next east-west block. So let's do this building here. Ooh, a secure car, and hopefully not get shot up too bad by the whatchamacallit, Colombian cartel. So if I go north here, right, Liberty Campus, right. So I'm back in Belleville. All right, so we're still in Newport because we're just a little bit too far to the whatchamacallit east. But one thing I want to say, I don't know if this is anything, but this kind of reminds me of the Flatiron building, like the triangular design where it kind of comes to a point at one corner and then extends, like, like to a bigger base. Flatiron building in Manhattan. But maybe I'm just making stuff up. All right, so then I think that's that block done. So, okay, right, so now we're back in Belleville because we've gone far enough to the west to be in Belleville. So if we cross the street, are we in Belleville? Yes, we are. Okay, so let's continue back here now. So we've already done up to the park and everything behind me, everything to the east of me. So let's tackle this road now. So massive apartment building up here, I think, and then Capitali. Have we seen Capitali before? Capitali. Wholesale and retail lingerie extra some kind of percent off. Oh, we have seen this before. We have for sure. Yeah, it was in the red light district, it says in Portland. I'm looking at the wiki. Okay, let's keep on trucking. 366. Did we see that number before? Was that there was like a building that we went to in one of the last two videos that was just had the name, which was the building number. I think it was 366. Don't know. All right, half price sale, half price sale. And we come down here to Uncle BJ's Deli and Groceries. Yeah, and then we got some picture up here in the window. All right, let's take a look and see if there's an entry for Uncle BJ's. Of course there is. Of course. Supermarket chain in GTA 3 and LCS. Out of all the stores, only one has a mission appearance. So that's the one across the street. So that right over here is surprisingly another Uncle BJ's and Deli and Grocery. Right there. So this one is featured in the mission Shima, which is a Kenji mission. Let's keep reading here. Yeah. Okay, so it just says stuff about that particular mission. And according to a sign hanging on the entrance door, the number one employee is someone called Bob. How does Bob have a wiki entry? Bob from Uncle BJ's. The picture of Uncle BJ's employee Bob is replaced by a picture of the shopkeeper from the mission Shima in the definitive edition. This is an oversight by Grove Street Games. Uncle BJ's is another instance of Rockstar's adult humor. BJ is short for blowjob, the slang for oral sex. Thank you, Wiki. Okay, so here's the employee of the month, Bob. Awesome. All right, continuing on here. Oh, there is a hidden package on top of Uncle BJ's. Wait, is it a package or is it a... no, it's a hidden package on top of this Uncle BJ's. There's a weapon on top of the other one. Yeah, and so to get up here, you just, there it is right there. You can see it just above the roof. I actually think you could probably get like a van or something and hop up there. But anyway, I usually just drive a car right off the top of the spiral road that leads to the bridge that doesn't work at this moment. Okay, continuing north. I think at some point we cross over. When do we cross? So I think it's this street right here. It's Patria. Home sweet home. Okay. Somers Real Estate. And then a number with the correct number of digits. That's cool. I saw Midsummer, that movie, a few months back. Horrifying. Somers Real Estate is a real estate broker in GTA 3. There's two known brokers located in Liberty Campus and Belleville. So we're seeing the one in Belleville. They've got the phone number here, the address 353. And the business is absent in LCS and is instead another real estate business. The business here is based on the real life business with the same name and appearance, which was located on 353 7th Avenue in Brooklyn. The last four digits of the phone number even match. I continue to be surprised that Rockstar was able to get away with that, where they just straight up copy actual businesses. Okay, what does this say here? BO, I don't know. All right, this store is open, whatever it is. Yeah, so you can see here we're crossing, back and forth over the dividing line. Cafe Metropolitan, we've already seen that one. What is this? High tech import domestic export. What is that? All right, so it is listed in the wiki, but it doesn't actually have a page to go to. So apparently we don't even know anything that warrants having a page on the wiki. Okay, let's keep on trucking. Nice little doorway here, except I can't get in there. All right, and then back this way, looks like apartment building. He's got the fire exits there. And this, is this a door? It seems like a hazard, like a legal hazard. Somebody could step out on the downhill side and twist an ankle and sue for $7 million. Like 20 cents for an ace bandage and $7 million in pain and suffering. Okay, let's keep on keeping on here. So obviously this is our safe house down here. I don't need to go around and show everything in the safe house. Actually, I've never even been over here. Employees only. So who works? Like what business is this that we're staying with? Like staying at? Fire exit. And then, yeah, all this stuff. Like this is where I've been. I've never even explored here. Okay, some more fire escapes and some smoke. I like the little touch of the smoke or exhaust or whatever is coming out of those vents. That's cool. Lends a little sense of realism. Okay, so then I think this block that I've just finished circling is now done. And so let's head, look out, let's head this way and see if there's anything else that we need to cover to the, first we'll go to the east. All right, so we're in Newport, so I'm gonna, when I come back to Newport, I'm just gonna say the parallelogram is done and then I'll head this way when I'm doing Newport. And let's come back this way, Liberty Campus, but if I'm just a tiny bit left, I'm trying to hug the left to stay in Belleville. Okay, so we're not going to tackle anything on the right-hand side of the street that we're on. But is there anything that we missed going all the way down here? Yeah, we didn't do this side yet. Okay, so up here is another Fabricate. Big fabric business in Liberty City. You can tell by how many Fabricates are necessary to meet the needs of the citizens. Bribe Star right here. This place is open. That's good to know. 8 a.m. Bright and early. Okay, and then over here we already talked about Uncle BJ's Deli and Groceries. Yeah, I'll go into detail on this place in Shima. Cool. And then are we still in Belleville? What are we in now? We crossed the line. We're in Espatria. What about down here? Belleville. Beautiful. Okay, so right over here, a hit package in Belleville. MSXFM, Flashback FM is another sign. It's an Amco petroleum sign. And then right around the corner is a grenades rampage where you take out a bunch of guardies. And then circling, I'm in Espatria, but I'm looking at the fire department, which is in Belleville Park proper. Okay, good. Nice little fancy logo up there with all the people. And yeah, here's a fire truck number 2. Looks quite similar to the fire truck over in Portland. I don't think that you have seen this video yet, but at some point later in this playlist, I will put a video where I spend a lot of time sitting right here, stationary in this fire truck. It's going to be good stuff. You just wait for it. Okay, so then let's just continue this way. Aspatria, no good. Staunton, no good. I think Staunton is just the generic placeholder when you're kind of like riding the boundary. I want Belleville. Can I be in Belleville, please? Can I get to Belleville? Aspatria, yeah, we got that. Staunton, that's generic. Tell me Belleville. Belleville, okay. Yeah, so there's just this kind of walking path over here, another kind of walking area down here. I guess this is just kind of rocks. Oh gosh, my first walking toward death. Actually, it's not technically my first walking toward death. Like in the last video or maybe 2 videos ago, I was kind of getting fed up with the collision-free taxi over here on Staunton, and I didn't show it, but actually I died twice during trying to record collision-free footage in Staunton with my taxi because I don't know what happened. Like I was just driving around and then I thought I was driving into blue hell, but instead there was like water underneath and like my taxi just flipped over into the water face down and I died and it happened twice. And then I was like, okay, I think I can be done with the collision-free taxi for the rest of this walking tour series. Alrighty, oops. Let's get back to where we were. Yeah, so I'm not going to go any further north than this because we're right near the dividing line, but all of this is Belleville proper, and then all the way down, we'll just ride it all the way down to the border of this district, and then we'll call this video done. But 2 major roads here in Belleville, the 4-lane road that I'm on, and then directly above me, another 4-lane road. And lots of nice views here, although there's no benches, right? This is just like a highway. Okay, so at some point we came into Bedford, but that's okay. We have fond memories of Belleville and our time there. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon. I know I said goodbye, but I was just kidding. A couple of trivia things that I forgot to mention here from the wiki about Belleville Park, the city, neighborhood. Belleville has 2 words, B-E-L-L-E. V-I-L-L-E is French for beautiful city, like villa. It's like a city type thing, small city. And Bella is beautiful, beautiful city. It's possible that the beta name of the park was Liberty City Park. I don't think the neighborhood, I think the green space area, since a radio announcement of the medieval Millennium Fair informs that it takes place at Liberty City Park, and there's no other parks in Liberty City in this game. The interior of the park's underground toilet is reused at the beginning of Manhunt's Road to Ruin level. That's interesting. Okay, and just a couple of other trivia facts here about Liberty City Stories and Liberty City Advance. So I think we are done talking about Belleville Park for this game. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.